Today's adventure begins as a recording of this TGIF. It is Friday, May 16th, 2025, the official kickoff of the 70th anniversary of Disneyland. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. I am wearing an appropriate hat and shirt, long sleeve shirt, because it's going to get a little cooler as the night progresses. It is 10:10 a.m. Gonna get some Starbucks from mobile order, head through the Esplanade and into Walt's original Magic Kingdom. Now the official anniversary is July 17th, 62 days from now, but they are kicking it off today, on this Friday, in a big way. And I'm inviting you to join me as I go in. Shall you? I think I'm actually gonna be able to use my Magic Band at Disneyland for the first time. I don't think I've ever done that before. All right, I am officially in. It is a little after 10:25. Let's call it 10:26 a.m. Park's open late tonight. I am going to be here till after dark, so wanted to wait a little before trying to like get in the massive lines getting here at Rope Drop. But all the festivities are about to kick off. I don't know how much I'm going to get. Oh, monorail going by over there. There it goes. Oh, that's the 70 wrap. Also, some construction walls over here through this particular exit. I don't know how many attractions I'm going to get done today. It's going to be more about the experiences than I'm doing a lot of rides. But this is my first indication of a little hidden Mickey here made out of foliage of some sort. You leave today and enter the world of yesterday. Tomorrow, fantasy and filming and recording that is taking place right here. By hitting this area and its environs, you can sit to being photographed. Oh, that's cool. That's the Ripley going by. That's the one Walt rode in on opening day. 62 days from now, it'll be 70 years ago. All right, not only coffee, but I got my guide map. 70th anniversary kicking off today, and I can already see there are a lot of people in here. I get it. You have my attention. Oh, there's Goofy. All right, it's happening. Celebrate happy. Stopped over in the Emporium. I did look and purchase some 70th merchandise yesterday at Downtown Disney. Some of it I'm wearing, but there is some stuff that came out today, like the pins, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab a pin in here before they're gone. Right, here is the pin I purchased. I don't think I'm gonna get all the 70th pins, but I got this one to kind of just document the day for posterity. And look who this is. I bumped into this guy. I've seen you around these parts before.
Who are you?
No, I'm talking about you.
How do you know me? What's your name?
What do you have here?
I've got the key to Disneyland. They
gave you the key to the city.
To the city. Actually, it was BC DeLorean gave me the key to Disneyland. I don't know what it does. I don't know what it smells like, but now I do. We're gonna check it out.
You want to ride Big Thunder?
Let's ride Big Thunder.
The crowds aren't too bad yet, but I feel like once the 2 p.m. parade goes through, we're gonna have Shelley May and Duffy. That's when everyone's gonna start arriving until close. I often think about the 60th and how wonderful it was. I almost forgot about the paintbrush from the 60th. Right? You're going old school right there.
We're going to see if it still works.
Oh, you think it does?
Well, I mean, it does light up, but I mean, interact, you know, with the show.
Well, best of luck to that. Best of luck to you. I like the hat, too.
Oh.
You got the 70th Spirit jersey and the 60th paintbrush. What year is the hat?
You know, timeless.
Timeless.
The hat is timeless.
I like that. And I'm going to be using the first tap over here to get some of the special cards underneath Silver Spur Supplies. Right over here, there are 3 tap points, but you have to have a Magic Band to use the tap points right here. And I got my Magic Band yesterday. Weird to use Magic Bands at Disneyland because that's more of a Disney World thing, but it's good to see they're bringing them here. I'm going in, give it a little tap, taparoo. Just hold it on there. Okay, it's like making some noises. And I got my first.
You're making noises specific for the ride.
The Mark Twain Riverboat.
You got it, dude.
We got to do the riverboat today at some point. Try this one.
There it is.
70 years of rootin' tootin' fun, house rules, no spitting, no cussing. Golden Horseshoe Review, and then the third one right here. Oh, it's the train. It's going to be the train. It's going to be the Grand Circle Tour.
What do I get?
Disneyland Railroad. Right there. Little souvenirs from the 70th. Yeah, I figure as the day goes on, the lines are going to get way longer, so might as well go ahead and get on the wildest ride in the wilderness before it gets too crowded. You realize you're yelling in my ear.
What happened? Get up there, billboard! We're going down! We're going up. He's going down.
Blew my eardrum out.
Race on the right. Skunks on the left. That goes screaming louder than me. Somebody's getting over the land.
This is one of the items that just came out for the 70th. It is a talking Mickey. Now, when I first saw this online, I really wanted to get it. But after seeing a couple other people who have purchased it, evidently you have to get really close to the back of Mickey's head to make him work. It's kind of like the Teddy Ruxpinish popcorn bucket. And I realized after I thought I wanted this, that there is a Yeti, Matterhorn Yeti Herald. I think I'm going to go with that instead of this. A little bit smaller, and it's a sipper, not a popcorn bucket. But this is kind of cool, right? Look at that. This is the talking Mickey right there. Over here next to Walt's gift is a 1955 admission ticket. Sergio?
Yes.
Very cool, man.
And he's got the map, the guidebook,
Yeah.
and then outside a 1957 guidebook. Dude, Sergio
awesome.
came fully equipped.
I like that.
He's ready to
Look
party.
at it back home.
That's a crazy
I mean,
ticket.
that's
It was
crazy.
$1.
We were just saying, it ain't $1 no more.
Fuck. I wonder what the inflation, what $1 would be
I
nowadays.
have this one. This is to go.
Whoa, whoa!
You got multiple tickets?
Dude, he's whipping them out. You get 3 adults in.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. I saw Justin showing this. There's a Golden Horseshoe celebrating 70 years banner right there on the old Golden Horseshoe. Nice. Right, another touch point is over at the Jungle Cruise. Did you get it?
I got it.
Let me get mine right over here too. Over here next to the lockers. Looks like it's the skipper's lockers, and it spits it out right here. There it is. The Jungle Navigation Company Ltd. The riverboats right there. Schweitzer Falls and the Congo. Over here at Jungle Cruise, right over there. The Mekong Maiden, non-transferable ticket. Right. Only a 15-minute, I am really amazed at the wait times. Only a 15-minute wait right now for Pirates. Not bad. It's 10 minutes to noon. And look at this. He hasn't even got in the extended queue yet. I'm liking it. Oh, he's up there. He's saying, oh, what is he doing?
The best I can do. Hi, Captain.
Keep your ruddy hands in board, Justin.
I'm about to get soaked, dude. I just know it. Why did I sit on the end?
Very front heavy, this boat. Oh! 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 We're here into Adventureland Penn Station. Frontierland, I should say. These are all the different pens over here. You got Hatbox, got Stitch, got Minnie, got Oswald, and you got Mickey. So I think I will get a second one. This is like a different one. They also have a complete set down here. So I think I'm gonna end up getting 2. So I gotta add this one to my collection as well. So I'm gonna get 2 of the 70th pens. I thought I was only gonna get the 1, but I do collect Mickey pens, and I like special event pens too to remember the moment. So all right, from here, kind of head over into Tomorrowland. So what are these, Allie?
They're cottage fries.
Space cottage fries.
I am a little disappointed because I didn't
space
offer those. Mine
cottage
was made
fries.
of cottage cheese. That's why.
Justin, you need a little more salt on those?
I need a
right
little
there?
more
Just a
salt. I
little
never
more?
eat salt except for here.
This is a special 70. How were the cottage fries? Were they good?
Yeah, they're gone.
You ate all of them.
Yeah. But I want you to look at this though.
Yeah.
Yes.
We noticed there's 3 different types of fries. There's these fries here.
Yes.
There's these fries here that just salted like crazy. And then you got the crinkle.
Okay, and then you got the little sliders. What is that? That's not a special item.
Was that a normal item?
It's a normal item.
Fries. Yeah. I just got these gluten-free fries.
Can I try a cottage fry?
Of course.
They should serve cheese with this, so it could be, you could put your cottage cheese fry.
What am I filming?
I'm gonna have one.
No, why?
Cottage fry.
We're talking about all our food. Oh, we're talking about don't laugh at him.
Not bad.
We're going to do one of those. And then you got crinkle cut fries, which Amanda likes.
Crinkle cut?
Crinkle cut.
It's the word of the day. Crinkle cut. Where's Amanda and Allie? Justin, have you seen Amanda and Allie anywhere? I'm looking for Amanda and Allie.
Oh, right here! Right here! They're right here and here!
I'm now on a mission over in Tomorrowland to get that Yeti sipper. Thank you. That's weird.
I've seen it before. And this is apparently it. This is a little tap, tap, tap. Route 70 Autopia. Oh, look at that.
Maybe we gotta wait till July 17th in 62 days.
That's possible. 62 days. We're celebrating that we're 62 days away. The day.
I know. Fail. All right, popped over into Pizza Planet where they have the Yeti sipper. So I think I'm gonna get the sipper here. I tried a couple of those little fry things, but I'll get a meal a little bit later. But for now, just gonna get a drink with the Yeti sipper. Side Pizza Planet. Hey, thank you so much. Okay, thank you. Does he ever talk? Hello, Mickey. It's not working. Here he goes. He's blinking his eyes. Thank you. There he is in all his glory. Harold the Yeti. Should be called Scarrold the Yeti because he's very, very frightening when you go on the Matterhorn. Look at him raising his paw up there, his hand up. Harold the Yeti in all his horrifying detail. Kind of a bummer though that the Matterhorn is down today, so cannot ride the Matterhorn with Harold, which is a little bit of a bummer. But I got that right there. I think it was like 35, 34 and change, so $15 less than the Mickey, and I think I like this a little bit more. And you ask for an extra cup, they'll give you the cup that you could put your drink in instead of getting Harold all sticky there. The 70th cup with the design there, so you get a beverage from there. I'll put Harold around my neck. Monorail pulling into the station above the submarine voyage. I gotta get a little documentation of my Yeti with the Matterhorn. Right around this corner here is the icy peaks, the icy slopes of the Matterhorn. Down for a refurb on the kickoff of the 70th. Bummer. Ah, there he is. There he is, towering over his home. He's up there somewhere. This is just a recreation of him, but he's up there somewhere. There goes the monorail, 70th edition of the monorail, through where the Yeti lives. Celebrate happy. And I was able to run over to Main Street as I was filming the Matterhorn. I noticed that they're doing the cavalcade for the event where they are adding 2 special characters to, I think it's the usual cavalcade, don't quote me on that, but they're doing 2 different characters they don't usually have that I am familiar with over in Alani, which is Duffy and Shelly May, and they have them on the little carts. The cast members are kind of driving them around, and I gotta kind of just walk around the parallel of Main Street in order to get a little visual of Duffy and friends in the new cavalcade. And then I'm back over here at the Matterhorn as the monorail was going by. Got to catch the monorail with the 70th wrap on it as well, with the Celebrate Happy logo and slogan on it. The Monster of the Mountain, right there. Monster of the Mountain. Although Walt had intended to include an abominable snowman in the Matterhorn, the mythical monster did not make a chilling appearance until 77 to 78. And there he is right there. And it's exactly the one that I am sporting. You can kind of see him through the trees. Disneyland's first mountain. You can see Walt right there. It all started with a movie, The Third Man of the Mountain, and there it is under construction, and there it is in all its glory. Harold's up there somewhere. He's up there somewhere. And got the construction walls up, and I got my Harold right there on my tummy. Harold. And it's interesting how mellow, I don't say empty, but pretty mellow over in this area since the Matterhorn is not open. Oh, watch out. There is unknown wildlife spotted. Right there, unknown wildlife spotted. Guess they didn't coordinate it with having the Matterhorn open today, but still a lot to do. All right, I am now about to go on Roger Rabbit. Well, I got to get in line first. 15-minute wait, it says. So far, though, the lines aren't too bad. There's a Mr. Toad, little Easter egg right there. Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin. The best queue lines that there is in the park. Love this queue. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have the password. I should ask for the password. Sometimes Jessica will walk past this window right here. There goes Jessica walking by. Oh, you again. Oh, cat got your tongue this time, huh? Just Jessica Rabbit walking by the window. Ride just broke down. Lights are on. Look at this. Lights turned on. Ride just broke down. I've been on Rabbit. I've been on Roger before.
Please reverse your direction and head back out to the entrance. Please do not use any emergency exits. This is not an emergency. Thank you very much.
Ride just broke down. You know what? I've never noticed this pile of stuff over here. All right, stopping into the queue, Mickey Minnie Runaway Railway. 20-minute wait. Again, really surprised on the short wait times so far today. Yeah, this is definitely a better queue for this attraction than the one in Florida. You know, because they didn't take over an existing ride. They kind of rebuilt this from nothing, so the queue's a little bit better here. Personal favorite of all the new school Mickey cartoons, Potato Land. So good, my favorite. My favorite. Going in, dance, Yeti. Dance, Yeti. Go. Oh my God. Oh, ow, watch out. Oh, the Yeti's. Oh. You never know who you're going to bump in on Main Street. Pocahontas, Coco, right coming through here. Miguel.
Okay, that consists of turkey legs, churros, popcorn, pretzels, Mickey ice cream bars. They're quite vicious. Let's stay away from them.
You've never had a turkey ride?
Never.
You can tell the stripy horses are very old because they're still in black and white. Does anyone know what the tall things in the back are called? Trees. Yeah, that one looks dead. He's just lying around. Water rest in peace. And, oh, on your right, you'll see it's so easy that even a monkey can do it. But could you believe that? A monkey trying to do my job? That would never happen. Oh. Well, I hate to break it to you. There's a chimpanzee. From backside of water! O2H! 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 I'm so sorry. With that, please keep your hands on the seat legs inside boat at all times, remaining seated until we come to a full and complete stop at the dock. If you enjoyed today's cruise, my name is Skipper Isaiah. That's spelled H-E-L-P-F-E! Exclamation mark. And if you did not enjoy today's cruise, my name's Justin.
Oh, man.
It's yours, dude. Disney right here at the exit to the Jungle Cruise.
I've never been jealous of Chris before.
Me neither.
That's Walt. That's Walt right there.
You don't even know. I got free chili from this guy today. He took me to Carnation.
You got chili?
Cafe. He gave me free chili.
Really?
Walt's chili. It was great.
The hardest working man at Disneyland, Universal, and Knott's. Mondo, 5 fires.
It's hard to pry me away from
You're always.
Destination Hill Valley. But the
true.
70th worth it though.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's a beautiful day to kick it all off out here.
Sometimes I wonder how you get to all 3 of the parks all the time with traffic.
A lot of it sucks.
Did you buy any sippers? Did you get the sipper here?
I just got here.
Oh, okay.
Just got here. We heard the ride wait times are low somehow.
Super low.
Which is
I went over to Roger Rabbit. The line to use the key outside of Roger Rabbit was longer than the ride for Roger Rabbit.
That's what Danny was telling me.
Yeah.
That the key lines are longer than the rides.
Yeah,
I hope it stays that way for today.
I hope so too.
Are you going to buy a key?
I think they're sold out.
That's what I heard. Is that true? We were just
Justin has one. Justin has one. If you want to see it,
I've seen some of the activations. They're pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
I don't know about carrying that all.
And I got the magic band. I got the tickets.
That's the 70th?
No.
Oh,
But this
okay.
you can get the tickets.
Yeah.
At the different spots.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
The magic band activations are awesome.
Yeah.
Especially the one by the castle. It's 5 of them. There's 5 of them you could do. Super recommend.
Yeah. Check out Five Fires on YouTube and Instagram.
Have fun, everybody.
Always good to see you, Monda. All right, it seems as if the crowds are now starting to formulate through here. People are rolling in. I think I'm gonna head over to Red Rose Tavern and get a special tuna melt or tuna sandwich they have. There's the 70th emblem there on the castle. Now heading through. Oh, I see Aladdin running through Fantasyland. All right, I stopped over to Red Rose Tavern. It used to be they rethemed it around Beauty and the Beast. There used to be something else before this. I think it was like a Peter Pan themed place. But I went with the Hook Tuna Melt, Hook's Galley Tuna Melt, which is specially for the 70th. And I got some little kettle style chips. It's got the tuna melt on a piece of bread right there. It's got an olive on it, and it's got some tomatoes right there as well with the water. So this is what I'm going in with the first item of the day, other than the 2 little things I had over at Tomorrowland Terrace. Nice little tuna melt here. Chowed out on this. The special edition 70th food. Tuna melt was really good, but kind of spicy. It was very peppery. I wouldn't really say it was spicy, but it definitely had a little kick to it based on all the pepper that was on it. It was good though. I like the little kettle chips. I think I might get the 70th churro. This is the 70 churro. It looks like they took a churro. They kind of cut it in half, put a little purple glaze on it, and some little chocolate sprinkles, and some bluish hue, bluish gooey goodness on there as well. This is the 70th anniversary churro. Not the biggest churro guy, but you know what? It's kind of when you're at an event like this, you kind of try some of the foods, and this popped out as one of the options that looked pretty tasty as far as the churro goes. So, getting myself a churro. Right, I already had one portion of it, and this is the other half. And I gotta say, it kind of matches my shirt here. So I can see the color scheme of the merchandise, the tapestry, the banners, and all that kind of makes sense to have it. But pretty good. All right, I have boarded the train and do a grand circle and then loop back around to this spot. Passing by all the different stop-offs. New Orleans Square is the first point.
Our next stop is
There's a canoe. Look at this. They're gearing the Columbia up for the these have turned Phantasmic now, right?
Yeah.
Gearing it all up.
I just started laughing because I was like,
Just got to show the wait times here. It's 6 p.m. It's 35 minutes for Rise. 35 minutes, 5 minutes for Smuggler's Run. That is unheard of. 20 minutes for Big Pirates is 10 minutes and a walk on. 15 minutes. Jungle Cruise is 10. What is Space? Space is 30 minutes.
In my life, never.
That's unheard of, right?
Never, unheard of.
Why do you think it's this mellow?
I think they play games, and this is their prize for playing games.
I love it.
Yeah.
This is the best.
They're all like, oh no, what did we do? It was like when Iger said, all we have to do is say the Galaxy's Edge is open, and people
Right.
will show up.
Yeah. They also did 3 days of media. So people have already kind of seen it.
Yeah,
There's no
true.
hype to be here,
Well,
really.
but people were going to make their reservations.
Why do you think there's no people waiting in line? Look at the wait times.
I think it's a combination. I'm gonna actually.
Breaking news.
David, why do you think there's nobody waiting in line?
Well, he just asked me.
I just already asked.
Okay, but this is different. I'm reviewing you.
I said it's play stupid games, win stupid prizes on Disney's Park.
Reservations?
Reservations.
Yeah.
What about merch sales? People just going for merch.
Oh, yeah, true.
Well, the merch, yeah.
What about food?
The merch
And
is
what
sold
about
out.
what about getting this, the little tappy taps?
But that's the thing.
Excuse me, sir. Please answer the question. Thank you. Reporting live on.
Guess how long Haunted Mansion wait time is right now?
It's 25.
25 minutes. That should be an hour.
How long Space Mountain? That's the tell.
Take a guess.
Is it 30?
Yeah.
30 minutes, Chris.
Okay, that's the tell because Space Mountain is always that's 60, 75 easy. Yeah.
Small World. Guess.
Well, small was a walk-on.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
But usually during opening days, it's 40 minutes.
That's a walk-on.
10 minutes.
They won't. Yeah, but they won't put 5 on there.
Then I have a 5.
That's true. Did they do 13 at Mansion though, right? All right, Peter, I have to ask you, why is there no one here in the park? Why are the wait times 5 and 10 minutes each?
I don't know. Rise of the Resistance was a 35-minute posted wait time. We waited less than 15 minutes.
That's why?
Rise of the Resistance. I don't know.
You think they made a bunch of reservations and they didn't
I
fill
could
the
get reservations for today yesterday. So
Maybe
it's
that
not
was
like
all
it was
the
like
people getting the popcorn buckets and the merch this morning who were like, I'm good. And they rolled out.
There's no one. This is like a Tuesday in 2016.
Yeah.
It is baffling.
Literally, there's no one
I was
here.
here last week on like a Wednesday and it was more busy than.
I know. There's
Yeah,
nobody
me
here.
too, actually. And my other theory is that maybe they undersold the reservations on purpose because they were going to have KTLA out here and the news, and they wanted to look nice and clean. You know,
It's a weird
they
thing.
tried to keep the riffraff out, but I got in somehow. That should be the name of the society, the Riff Raff Society.
Am I part of it?
Yes, you can be part of that one.
Don't strike me as a riff-raff kind of guy.
Look at this guy.
Sometimes I like to be a riff.
He likes to riff.
No.
He likes to riff. We're riffing right now.
Pulling out of the port here.
My big break right here.
That is?
This is it.
That was your first big video?
It's my big video. Is that your first pop?
It's the tunnel from the mansion underneath the river to
SCA.
Sawyer Island.
Can I ask you, why do you think there's no one in the park right now on a celebration?
On a celebration day? It's because everybody's trying to get the merch. They're trying to scalp the merch.
Okay.
And now the merch has been scalped, and so no one wants to ride the mansion.
Okay, fair enough.
Except for me. And that would be my next stop.
I think it's also, I think they messed up on the reservations. I feel like they could have let more people in. That's weird to me. That's so empty.
I'm okay with it.
I like it.
I always like an empty
I'm
park.
not complaining.
I know some people like a full park, they feel the energy, but if I get an empty park,
I like it.
I can walk anywhere I
This
want.
is the best day ever.
Exactly.
All right, over here at Rancho, I don't see it on this menu, but they do have a 70 item. It's called a fried tamale walking taco, which is interesting that they're selling a walking taco from a sit-down restaurant. But I'm kind of interested to see what it is. Rancho del Zocalo. I was just by a place by that name in Mexico. The big area.
They need another sign because they have a lot of signs.
They do have a lot of signs. But none of this. Oh, there it is.
No, that's the mocha cream puff.
Are you guys getting that?
Yes.
Okay.
What is that on there? I don't even know.
All right, this is it. Fried tamale, walking taco, fried tamale with chili, corn chips, diced onion, cilantro, shredded cheese, and sour cream. So normally I think of a walking taco, they will put the meat inside of like a Frito bag. But I think this time it's like a bigger entree and then they just dump the bag right on there. Can I get a little sour cream? Thank you. Right. Thank you. Well, I was just in Mexico. I guess I could say gracias. That's what I said a lot there. Okay, that's decent size. Not like an expansively huge amount, but this is the walking taco. We're walking, yeah, tamale walkie-talkie. All right, we're now all going on Indy. Well, a lot of us are going on Indy. Got the key.
Away with her keyblade.
That's right. That's a
freaking nuclear.
I gotta get the
Look at that thing.
Nice.
That's impressive.
What happened to the pole in here that used to be right
Lost
there?
in the woods now. They're gonna see that from hundreds of miles away and come rescue us.
I missed the pole that you used to be able to shake and...
The pole's gone. Someone touched it.
Yeah, it's right there.
Someone didn't read the sign.
Just as you know that Neil Patrick Harris once did the voice of Mara?
What?
Neil Patrick Harris once did the voice of Mara.
What? For what?
David showed me a clip like 12 years ago. And there was... Oh.
That's what happened to the pole. Someone didn't obey the rules. What did he do this?
You looked into my eyes.
Yes.
Now your path lies.
You do a great Neil Patrick Harris.
Something. Thank you.
It only lasted like 2 months. He showed me a video clip of it. I don't think I've been on this attraction since I went to South Korea. Went to the knockoff version of this at Lotte World, which has the same ride vehicles as this, but instead of 3 seats back, 3 rows back, it's 2 rows back.
By the way, did you lose the stick of dynamite?
I didn't, no. That pith helmet, we go.
Let's do it. But remember,
what's wrong with my thing here?
Oh my God.
There we go.
Do not look into the eyes of the idol.
What if Neil Patrick Harris?
That's on your name right now. They just scream, woo!
Yeah. Up, we're going in.
Do not look into the eyes. Do not look into the eyes of Neil Patrick Harris.
I looked!
You're on your own.
All right. Thanks, Harrison. Thanks, Indy.
That's definitely Harrison.
Thanks, big guy. Man, that's a great ride. Great ride. Ended off the night with 3 different events that were fantastic after nightfall had reared its head. Once the sun went down, started off with Fantasmic, which I have not seen Fantasmic at Disneyland in many, many years. I mean, I've seen it in passing when you're kind of walking through New Orleans Square from going from point A to point B, but to be in one place and to watch it. I've seen the one at Walt Disney World many times in the big amphitheater, but this is like a little bit different setup. Always loved Fantasmic at Disneyland, so I was able to catch that and watch that. And the way the timing worked from Fantasmic, as soon as Fantasmic ended, it was only 5 minutes until Wondrous Journeys, the fireworks show that was happening, was going to take place. So stayed in the same spot after Fantasmic, and as soon as that ended, just kind of camped out in the same spot. And I can't even tell you the last time I watched any fireworks show at Disneyland from over in New Orleans Square. Usually I make my way over to Small World, or possibly on the backside of, or the side of Big Thunder Mountain, kind of seeing the fireworks going up, or on Main Street USA, which is usually the spot most people, including myself, would stand and watch from either the train station or halfway down Main Street. But Wondrous Journeys was great. I do really like the 60th anniversary fireworks they did from 10 years ago, 2015. I love those fireworks. They're my favorite ones. I had forgotten how good Wondrous Journeys was. Really loved watching the Wondrous Journeys fireworks, and being able to see them across the rivers of America was really awesome. And immediately after that, made our way and found a spot for the second showing, the second parade of the night for Paint the Night. It started in one direction, went backstage after that around the same time as we were watching Fantasmic, and then after we got done with the fireworks, waited about a half hour on Main Street, and really brought back a lot of memories. 2015 for me was one of the greatest years ever. Going to Disney parks, living in Anaheim, or living in Orange, I should say, in Orange County, next to Anaheim, and just going to the parks all the time during the Diamond Celebration in 2015, and seeing Paint the Night multiple times, dozens and dozens of times, and just seeing it again really brought back a lot of memories and made me think, what year is it? The reality is it's 2025. It's 10 years past 2015. But But just watching Paint the Night really jarred a lot of memories and a lot of good nostalgia, and that kind of came back as well. So really glad I got to see Paint the Night. Also, Paint the Night back in 2015, I think it was like a week or two into the first run where the genie and the other two characters, the real tall characters, ended up falling, and I think the genie broke and they ended up having to replace, or they ended up leaving Genie out of the parade. So it was good that after all this time they have brought back Genie and the other two, and they're in the parade again. I was able to see that. But I'm really glad I got to see all three of those nighttime shows, and really fantastic evening to the 70th kickoff here at Disneyland. Which, you know, it's 62 days, 61 days till the actual official date, but it kicked off tonight with a bang. It was awesome. And that's gonna do it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over. Oh yeah, I forgot to I turned the battery on. Look at that. He makes the growl and the lights glow.